Hello, welcome back. Now, we were just watching the first part of Lynda Bellingham's final interview, which she did here with Colleen and Janet 2 weeks ago. Obviously, you know, she sadly passed away on Sunday. We'll be showing the rest of that interview in just a moment. But first, I want to thank you all for all your comments. We've been absolutely inundated, as we are every time we've mentioned Lynda on this show since she first got ill, actually. Thank you very much indeed. Emma says, Lynda is the epitome of what I call a truly great British dame. Talented actress, engaging, cracking sense of humour, no nonsense, no mincing of words, beautifully bodacious, with class, dignity, super smile and common sense until the final curtain went down, albeit way too early. Well said, Emma.
Lovely. Doreen says, I will be watching with tears in my eyes and thinking of Lynda, who right up to the end was vibrant, beautiful and always thinking of others when she should have been thinking of herself. Bless you, Lynda. My heart goes out to your family and friends.
Karen says, TV won't be the same without her. We are missing one of the brightest, most amazing British actresses, a true inspiration and very brave.
And I've got a message from Carmel who says, thank you for sharing the interview with us all. Treasure the memories that you all have. She was a stunning professional lady with such a smile right up to the end. We will miss her, but deepest sympathies to Mr. Spain and her beautiful boys. I think we'd all agree with that, absolutely.
And actually, you know, we did think about running the interview on Monday because obviously it was in all the papers that she passed away, but it was her family's wishes that we didn't do that until today. And we obviously want to respect Michael and her sons, Robert and Michael, too. OK, so it's time now for the rest of Lynda's final interview with us, as I said, recorded just 2 weeks ago. She talked to Colleen and Janet about her dying wishes, how she was hoping to spend her last Christmas, and about the love she had for her husband, Michael. We all knew him, of course, as Mr. Spain.
And of course, Michael, your wonderful husband. I have to call him Mr. Spain. I've never called him Michael.
You know, he goes everywhere now. Mr. Spain!
Who's doing the cooking?
You're what?
I'm a carer.
But we have to give him a round of applause because I have this thing about Christmas, right? Absolutely obsessed with Christmas. And the one thing was, and can I put straight also, I did not decide to die in November. No. What I did was because I was in pain, and I have to say the bad bits are that, you know, I could rob a bank because I've got no fingerprints and
have you thought about this?
I have. Yeah. Well, I thought I'd come to you, love. I thought we'd have a little smash and grab job.
2 and 6.
Oh yeah, because I can be caught and locked up.
Yes, exactly.
Oh great, thanks, Lynda.
But I'll be very nice about you.
Thank you.
You know, and how much we need you. But yes, and when you're in pain, you say things.
Yeah.
But again, after the operation, no control. That's what I hate. You know, your body just throws these things at you. So I went to the oncologist and I said, look, I do not want my husband and my children to remember me ill. I'd like them to. We all know I'm ill, but I want to go. Just, you know, just good night. And so, can I have a little box in which I put the ability to make that decision? And I know it's really weird, but we talked about it for a year, as I say. Me and the boys and Michael. It gave me something. It was a relief to think, well, if all else fails, nobody's going to have a go at me. I'm going to turn around and say, switch off the chemo and let's see what happens. That's the biggest thing. And as I keep saying, how embarrassing if I don't die, because people will think I just did it to sell the book.
But isn't the other thing, isn't the other thing that it gives you control? You've kept your dignity.
Thank you.
You have.
Well, coming from Master of, I think.
Well, no. I mean, that's why I loved working with you, because you say it how it is, but you say it in a way that doesn't upset people. You're very forthright, you're very direct, but you know exactly what you want and no one's going to deviate you.
But you know what's weird? What's been so wonderful about this year is that I've learnt so much from people, first of all, and you know when you get a bit cynical in life, and and they say yet again, "I'm so sorry, you're not right for this part." You learn so much, and the biggest thing, because as you know, I'm not very confrontational, am I? I'm a bit of a weed. Well, of course, I've become very grumpy. You know, but it's amazing to be able to say things to people, and it's taken me 66 years, Janet, to find any dignity.
But Lynda, have you settled scores? Have you rung up a few people?
That's dangerous.
Well, there's another book if I could quickly fit it in. Oh boy, could I sell a few scores? No, and nor have I. No, because the people who've done you down know they've done you down, and let them just, you know, sit in their gravy.
And they know they have.
And
they
so
have to
let
live
them
with
suffer.
That. Absolutely.
But and neither have I gone. A couple of times have I gone to myself, it's not fair, because to be honest, we have no right to live forever. You know, this thing about being given a horizon. You know how I love a survey. The survey says you can live until you're 80. Yes, lovely, but it's not a written given. You know, somebody else decides when you pop off the twig. Actually, can I just say though, it's quite weird because you know, obviously work stopped, and that was, apart from Michael and the boys, that was the really hardest 45 years. You know, I've worked, and it was just all whipped away from me. And especially the play, A Passionate Woman, which was going to be my sort of
You were so
moment
looking
to
forward
shine.
to that.
But Kay Mellor has written me a scene in The Syndicate, which goes out next year.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
so I'm going to
fantastic.
swan in and do a day, which is about, you know, what I could probably manage now. And I'm so chuffed, you know.
Because it's work that drives you, isn't it?
Well, we're all
It's driven
defined
you.
by our
Yeah,
work, aren't
absolutely.
we, really, in a way? So, and, well, now...
No, but
actually,
you
I'm-
love your work.
I do love
I
my
do it
work.
for the money. To be fair.
I love her. She's just so silly.
Fellas, when are you going to film it? Are you filming it in the
I'm
next
filming
few-
it in November. So, and I'm going to Scarborough. Who wouldn't want a day
Oh,
out in
beautiful,
Scarborough? Hello.
beautiful.
So that's really nice. And the cooking continues. I decided anytime... That's the other thing you must do, anybody who's suffering, is you mustn't give in. If you feel like lying down, don't do it. Do it half an hour later. Just don't do it. Just keep going. So, and I cannot believe, and hands off to... And I've always said housewifery is the hardest job in the world and doesn't get half enough, you know,
I can see
praise.
you still in control in the kitchen.
Oh,
And
She
I
is.
cook, except Christmas Day, of course. My whole thing, I spent months with my sister, because I love it, try to recycle the balls, but no, we'll have new ones. And it was the Christmas dinner. Oh, my goodness, what are we going to do? And I'd ordered this amazing turkey. Anyway, Mr. Spain, who's never boiled an egg, cooked, washed a lettuce, cooked Christmas dinner for 16 people. We only had the odd thousandths text with a picture saying the potatoes don't seem to be quite matching up to it. And I let...
Turkey cooked quicker than they said.
I know, darling, and how were you to know? So I'm lying there, you know, me and Furby singing Christmas songs to ourselves. I keep getting these texts. Well, I sent him, you're like this, I'd say to him, well, I'm now doing a very nice strip for you, if only you could see it.
So, you are going to make it to this Christmas.
Bloody right, I am.
You absolutely are. It's all right, you can get away with
Can
it.
you
Not
say
even
that?
apologising.
No, I've got cancer. I can swear.
Exactly, cancer card. She keeps playing it.
Yes, I do.
But you are going to make it to this Christmas with
am.
your family.
I
And
am.
what are you...
Well,
hoping Santa will bring you?
I've succumbed to not cooking it, and I thought, poor Michael, you can't put him through that again. So we're going to go to a hotel and have the meal.
Yes.
But just my little bit of control. We're going home for pudding and presents. This is exciting. My only problem is getting the presents. But my sister Jean has been absolutely amazing, and I keep sending him out for bizarre things. So the other thing is you can't taste anything, so you can't even do comfort food acting because nothing tastes of it except sugar, of course.
Are you decorating the tree by remote control?
Yes, exactly, him. He's your remote control. Well, he's spent years trying to put me off having a real one, you see, and we're very lucky because we live in a converted psychiatric hospital.
Perfect.
Which has got a very high ceiling. So all I've ever wanted is a real... No, don't make me sweep up the pine needles. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, I'm getting one. I'm getting a real tree. So it'll be... And he'll just have to struggle with it out the window afterwards, but that's fine.
And this is a hard question, but how would you like... Oh, I'm going to cry.
No, don't start, don't start.
How would you like people to remember you?
Just as an honest person. I think honesty, and that's why people will say, oh, she tells everything, blah, blah. But we've been through this as loose women. You can't do loose women unless you're honest.
Yeah.
You can't hide anything. It really is honest, you know, when we answer questions. And anything I've done, and that's why I felt I could write about it, and people would... Trust is a huge thing.
Yes.
Not just as an actor, not just as a lover, not just as a wife. That trust thing. And just to say, well, she was a trust... You could trust her, probably, is you know... As you know, I wanted to win an Oscar at 75 for Best Newcomer. Sadly, that's
And you should have done.
Gone out of the window, yeah.
Absolutely.
Don't cry. It's going to be fine. It'll be fine, yes, it'll be fine.
Well,
Don't
Lynda,
worry.
can I just say thank you so much
No.
for coming in to see us. We love you,
Yeah.
we miss you
Thank you for having
on the
me.
show. And ladies and gentlemen, Lynda Bellingham.
You cry now.
Colin couldn't stay and watch all that. You know, everyone's in tears. It's very hard.